Good morning, my friends, and welcome to morning meditation. My name is Kathleen Osmond. Today we're going to delve into those strong emotions. I'm specifically titling this particular segment on welcoming or understanding our grief. Now, if grief is not in the forefront for you, that's okay. Whatever emotion that you feel most strongly about, the emotion that comes through for you, as we'll explore as we move through our practice today, go through that one. It doesn't have to be grief. For me of late, it has been a bit of an issue. I'm coming up on the 1-year anniversary of my mother's passing, and so I needed to work through a bit of this, and I thought that sharing it with you could be helpful. So please find a comfy spot. Get yourself all set up. For me, it's blankie, whatever it is for you, away from the hustle and bustle, and come and join me for just under a half hour of meditation to explore with me. Come on. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Monday morning meditation. Beautiful sunny day out my window this morning. I'm hoping the same for you, and also that your weekend was awesome. So let's get into it this morning. Let's find that comfy spot on your mat, on your bolster, away from all of the distractions of the day, all of the hustle and bustle, all of the things yet to accomplish. I know that can be difficult, but we'll do our best this morning. Once we find that nice quiet spot, maybe blankie. You know me, I love my blankie. Something to help you feel safe, secure, comfortable. For me, it's my bolster in my space here. For you, I'm sure you will find the perfect spot. So, let's begin. Once we've found ourselves seated and comfortable, let's roll the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze them together as we roll them down the back. Great big circles. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze lower. And one more time. Up. Squeeze them as they roll down the back and release. Beautiful. Hands come to the lap wherever they're comfortable, perhaps crossed, perhaps hands on the thighs in Gyan Mudra, first finger and thumb touching, whatever works. Let's drop right ear to right shoulder. Inhale across the back. Exhale across the front. Slow and steady circles. Inhale across the back. Exhale across the front. The rest of the body sits tall. Just the neck slowly moving around the shoulders. And after 3 complete rotations, let's come back to center. Nice and tall. Feel the chest shine forward. Push the sit bones into your seat. Big breath in. It's like your belly is a balloon and we're filling it full of air. And then as we exhale, slowly softening the mid-body, let the belly button pull towards the spine and the air releases. Excellent. Left ear, left shoulder. Same exercise, opposite direction, rolling slowly around the shoulders. And last time around. And again, we come up to that wonderful tall posture. Shoulders stacked over hips, nice and tall. Deep breath in and out. Excellent. Now let's settle into your spot. Settle into your comfy. Close down the eyes. Hands to the most comfortable position. Perhaps for you, that's seated as I am. Possibly standing. I know some people that enjoy standing, and even some of us that enjoy lying down. For myself, lying down means I'm going to fall asleep. So this is why you see me always seated nice and tall on my pillow in my office, but find that spot that's comfortable for you. Let's close the eyes down. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears and breathe. Turn your focus, your attention to that breath, the inhales and exhales. Follow their travels in through your nose and mouth, down into the belly, out into the extremities, and then exhale as they take the junk out, that which no longer serves the body. Settling in. Now with our eyes still closed and following our breath, I'm going to talk a little bit about today's exercise, today's meditation. Last week, our practice guided us to turn toward and experience the potentially unsettling emotions. We started small, just to see how it would feel, how we would manage through, so to speak, taking an opportunity to step back and see how these emotions express themselves in our physical bodies. Tuning into these physical expressions as a conscious observer. Remember, we took that step back and just observed how our body physically responded to some of these challenging emotions. And then we address those sensations with our breath. Breathing through potentially uncomfortable physical sensations, understanding that they are temporary, using our mindfulness tools to apply open-hearted curiosity to any resistance. We're letting it exist right along with us in a mindful way. The key was that we were not actually thinking about them. We were feeling the physical expression of them, allowing them space to be what they are. And these feelings merging or blending with our bodies, and we embrace with acceptance as we watch and notice what happens, trying not to judge, just to notice. Today we're going to delve into these emotions again. This particular segment was designed for grief. However, if grief is not a predominant issue for you today, feel free to use the following process to any other emotion or feeling that's forefront for you. It doesn't have to be grief. I just kind of catered it towards that specific emotion. So feel free to follow through with whatever emotion comes up for you. Grief itself is often exhausting. Perhaps we feel depleted, defeated, overcome, just not right. And sometimes we're not sure exactly how to get past it, how to go on. This is where meditation becomes the tool. It provides our tired and grieving hearts and minds that much needed respite, that release. Meditation helps to replenish our nervous system and helps us be present with ourselves. If we're able to remain present with grief, we're in fact facilitating the healing. This is something we do gently, because connecting with grief means we're touching a place of great tenderness within ourselves. In this way, grief can become a pathway to profound compassion. Remember, as we practice today, hold yourself and your grief, as if you were cradling a little baby or a tiny child. While we hold this space, be aware and know that it's a larger experience. It's larger, than the experience itself. We are so much larger than our grief. There's so much more going on. And then as we enter the spaciousness of our awareness, we're then able to host our grief and heal from it. Remember, however strong your grief may be, it's also entirely ordinary. It's an integral part of being human. Interesting point. Studies of women with cancer suggest that mindfulness can assist with the process of grief and that psychological adjustment due to a diagnosis of cancer. There is also promising research findings in other research that suggests mindfulness may reduce the incidence of ongoing depression significantly in our older population, especially following the loss of a loved one. I can't imagine how challenging that can be for some of our elderly. I know what it would be like for me if I lost my partner. Not fun. So I can just imagine what it's like for them. So mindfulness helps us stay present, helps us be with the grief or any other emotion that seems to be surfacing for us in the forefront. So let's give it a shot. It goes without saying, as we sit here, that we've already set aside this time where we can be alone and undisturbed. Let's find that position, maybe readjust. We've been here for about 11 minutes, so maybe readjust if you need to be sure that you're comfortable. I'm gonna say it again, lying down is an option, just not for me. If you're comfortable lying down and you can still be mindful and aware, please feel free. Also sitting in a chair or standing, all of those options available to you. Find what works for you. Close the eyes and let's bring awareness to the breath. Enjoying 3 deep, full breaths together. Filling the abdomen on the inhale. And feeling your entire body soften on the exhale. Trying that again. And one last breath in. And out. Now allow your breath to settle into that natural rhythm. And rest your awareness on the flow of the breath in and out. Following its travels in through the body and back out again. Our breath today will be our anchor. Will be that stable point to which we can come back to if we find anything a little bit too much or we find ourselves drifting away. The breath is the anchor to come back. Option here too, to choose a mantra or a set of words, maybe even one word, if you find that's easier for you to anchor to. Whatever it is, be it breath or be it mantra, let's begin. Following the travels or following the words. And as we continue to breathe together, there will come a point where our mind is tugged or distracted, perhaps by sensations or thoughts, feelings. Now, should grief be taking center stage for you, allow it to do so. Whatever emotion or feeling is coming to the forefront for you, that's the one. For this meditation, we allow ourselves to leave that anchor, leave the breath, being fully aware that we can come back if we need to. Sometimes these emotions are scary, so know the breath is there, or the mantra is there if you need to come back. Now we're going to concentrate on whatever emotion came to the forefront of our attention. Let's begin to allow our mind to wander towards whatever aspect of that emotion, grief or otherwise, calls to you. Let's label those aspects of the emotion and its associated event. Perhaps we're remembering, reminiscing, worrying, or maybe even angry. Maybe we're angry. Anything else that may come up for you, put that little label on it. All of these manifestations are facets of our emotion, and we need to allow them to be present. We're letting them wash in and out of our presence as we breathe. Now let's take that, hopefully now familiar step back and watch that part of us that is watching the experience within our minds, that we're at that metacognition point. We're being aware of watching that emotion, whatever that emotion is. This is where we're becoming aware of awareness itself. And now we ask ourselves, does that aware part of me, that part that is aware of being aware of that emotion I now feel, is that part of me dwelling in the specific emotion that I am now aware of? My hope is that your discovery and answer is no. Even though you're in the midst of feeling a specific emotion, grief or otherwise, I'm suggesting that there are aspects of our being that are larger than your suffering, be it grief or any strong emotion. Now let's let our awareness gently hold that space where the emotion is present, front and center. Cradle both yourself and that emotion in a loving embrace. Feel secure in your compassionate awareness. Give yourself a little hug. Whatever that emotion is, give yourself and that emotion a little hug. And be accepting of whatever arises. As an example, the first time I did this, I started to cry. And it was not pretty. That's okay. Whatever your experience is, your experience is. And it's all fine. Allow your individual responses to continue But continue also to cradle yourself and this center stage emotion, whatever it is. Even though we're highlighting grief today, it doesn't have to be grief for you. If you're feeling that your response becomes too intense, sometimes I blubber when I do this. Know that your breath is there, that you can come back to the breath whenever you feel as though you're drifting away or you're losing control. And at any time, grab that breath or grab that mantra. Through a few breaths, get yourself situated back to where you can be the observer and take that step back. A moment or two to focus on long, slow breathing and coming back to your awareness of that emotion, back to the cradling and the hugs when you're ready. Breathing through. Experiencing it as a conscious observer. Allowing it to exist in the space, the vastness of space within you. Exploring it. Feeling it. Cradling or hugging it. Feeling through whatever comes up for you. A few more breaths. As we end our meditation today, we return back to that anchor, back to the breath. Or the mantra. A few breaths focusing on just that. A bit of a refocus here. Becoming aware of the in and the outflow of the breath. Let's slowly expand that awareness to the room around you. The sounds, perhaps the scents, the feeling of your clothes against your arms and legs, perhaps your tush against the mat, the bolster, or the seat of the chair. Bottoms of your feet if you're standing. Let's slowly drop the chin towards the chest. Deep breath in here. And out. And when you're ready, opening the eyes and raising your head. Nicely done. As we close our meditation today on befriending grief or any strong emotion that may have come up for you, I extend my weekly invitation for you to remember to take some time for you, even if it's a couple of minutes, to sit in stillness, walk and breathe. Use any of the practices that we have worked through. All videos available on the site. You can pick any one that might resonate with you. I tried to keep titles straightened out so it's easy for you to identify which is which. What else did I want to say? Yes. Breathe. Be. Take that breath when you feel it. You know, it's so important. Self-care is so important. Intentionally committing to 5 deep breaths when you feel or my favorite, find new ways to experience your chores. Find new ways to load the dishwasher. I tried that yesterday. Awesome. Much different when you're actually mindfully present than when you're just shoving stuff in there so you can get on to the next job. Trust me. So, spending time each day, even a little tiny bit, in a mindfully focused way. Now let's close out our practice for today. We're going to bring hands together. Gentle rub. Settle them at heart center. Close down the eyes. Deep breath in. And out. Namaste, my friends. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. And I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. My wisdom flows from the highest source, and I salute that source in you. Let's work together for unity and love. Credit to Mahatma Gandhi. Have a wonderful week, my friends, and I hope to see you back next Monday for another Monday morning meditation. Ciao for now. I hope you enjoyed our meditation practice today, my friends. Encountering and allowing and working with grief or whatever strong emotion came up for you. I hope you found it productive and you feel refreshed and invigorated and ready to get on with your day with a much stronger focus, I might add. Please take a moment to hit the bell, be subscribed for future videos. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what emotion came up for you. And take a moment, to check out our Facebook group. I've listed it below. It's a community of people that get together. We offer health and wellness initiatives, different types of yoga, meditation. Food actually has come into the forefront of late. We had a challenge going on in March. So check it out. Lots of free content. All you have to do is request to be added, answer a few questions, and you're in. And all of these videos will also be available there, as well as others by not only myself, but other very wonderful teachers. So give us a check out, if that makes sense. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I hope to see you back here next Monday morning for another morning meditation. My name is Kathleen Osmond. Namaste.